Hello, everyone. So, I'm here to share a message and a vision from Jesus. So, in this vision, Jesus and I were in the spirit realm, and I noticed how dark it was. And this is usually how it is when he brings me into the spirit realm. So, I asked, Jesus, why is it so dark here a lot? And he spoke. This is the current condition of the world as a whole in the spirit, even though you see bright, sunny skies in many places naturally. This is the true spiritual state, and I'm allowing you to see it so you never forget the times you're in, Dominique. There is so much suffering, depravity, and grief in the world, and many don't realize that they are living their normal lives in darkness. And at this point, I saw major cities in America covered in darkness. That is the equivalent of dark gray smoke that appears after there's been a bad fire. The sky looked as if it was filled with ash. Jesus continued, darkness is a condition of a soul who's lost in purpose and identity. If through their free will they reject me and reject the life I've called them to have, they will never live a fulfilling life. On the outside, their lives will normally look more glamorous than most because they attach so heavily to materialistic things for comfort and happiness because they are aware that they are in darkness and are not able to fully cope with being in that state. Even those who succumb totally to the darkness and willingly choose to serve Satan, they are aware that their spirit wanders in darkness and they prefer it that way because being in the light reveals who they truly are. These souls are trapped, beloved. They are living their entire lives trapped in darkness. Yes, this is where your brother is. He is living in the darkness because of unforgiveness and holding on to every trauma he's experienced. Unforgiveness is a prison that so many find themselves in spiritually. And so that was the end of this message, which is a sad message because he's, showing that in the spirit, the world looks very dark. So you could be somewhere like even where I am, in my home, right? And looking outside the window, it's blue skies, it's sunny, right? But in the spirit, it's darkness. And that's what God is saying most of the world looks like. In the spirit is that it's just total darkness. And it's very sad to just think about that. To think about like, Lord, the world could be filled with darkness like this, like to the point of you barely can see anything. And, yes, he mentioned my brother because my brother has been under a lot of afflictions and he's still struggling, till this day. And as he said, unforgiveness, holding on to things, not letting go, those are open doors that can bring people into a place of darkness. And then there are some people who want to be in the darkness, right? They want to dwell in that place. And if you put them in the light, that will reveal how dark they really are. So they tend to put on a fake appearance or they show up, very deceiving. So you won't even know that they're dark, that they're living in darkness, right? Because they hide. And then there are other people who, may not want to be in the darkness, but they are so attached to worldly things that it's putting them in a state of darkness. They won't let go because they think that these materialistic things is, going to bring them to a great end when it's really not. So God is just revealing here that we have to stay close to him, that we have to not be attached to worldly things, that we have to seek him wholeheartedly, that we have to pursue godly things. And only when we do that will life become clear. We will have clear skies around us in the spirit and the natural, right? We want them in both places, because that is how we truly flourish. We don't want to live in darkness, because if you live in darkness, you can't be led, you can't be directed from that place, So we have to understand that this is really important. So I pray that if you are one of these people who are in a place of darkness, or you feel like, you know what, just looking at my heart and looking at my life, I do have a deep attachment to worldly and materialistic things. And maybe I am in darkness, but haven't known. Pray and ask God to reveal it to you if you are, and He will. If you truly want to know if you are in darkness and if you have the desire to get out of that place, ask God, Lord, show me. Am I in darkness? Please reveal it to me and help lead me to your light. Help lead me to you because you are the light. Okay? So I am praying for you if you are in this place. And I ask that you go to God for yourself because you can. You can go to God. He has given you access to Him. He just asks you to seek. He asks you to open that door and He will be there. All right? Thank you all for listening and God bless.